The only thing that will end these conversations now is the league title or the Champions League next year.
Yeah, bro.
If we win the Champions League, let me tell you something.
No one can chat.
Now I can talk about it because it's done. If we won the Champions League this season, Arsenal fans would have downed tools. We wouldn't have. We would have started watching golf. Football's done.
You competed it. You competed football. Get it?
No way. Facts.
We would have turned into pundits. Man's rating all the teams. Man loves Tottenham now. We wouldn't care. Filthy fellas are here again, boys. Me and Steve-O up top, number 9, number 10. We got Loons and Skits on the flank as usual.
I'm 7.
But to my left, from my left,
What?
we've got some actual ballers. We've got some actual people that know ball. We have 2 members of the Filthy Fellas football team here, and I don't know why you've taken the trophies off the table. Put them back right now.
Put them on the table, man.
Put them back right now.
Put the trophies on the table.
I'll get
Let me
them,
see the
man.
trophies.
We're filthy.
Put the trophies on the table now.
Put the trophies on the table.
That's one.
Where's the other
Where's
one?
the other one?
Where's the other one?
Uno and dos.
All right, boys, round of applause
Round
to
of
the filthy
applause for the
team.
man then. Is it?
I'm not being funny.
The
One
double.
sec. Move that a little to the left. It's covering Smalls.
Yeah.
I told you, bro.
See them call my name to put the trophies up right now. Paul, I got you anytime.
We have 2 members of the Filthy Fellas football team here today with the trophies that they have won for the man. Then please introduce yourselves to the people.
Yeah, Fitz
From Brom.
from Brom, yeah.
He's from Brom.
2-1.
What position do you play, Fitz?
At the back, at the back.
Anywhere.
It's got tech as well, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smalls, Northwest 10.
Eden.
Chat to me. What position do you play? What situation? Let me know.
Up front, midfield.
Killer.
And boys, what are these trophies for?
Previous tournaments that we've won, basically.
Queffins. innit?
Just a few.
Yeah.
So you men are doing your thing, representing Filthy, innit?
Few of many, man.
So when we say we wanted a Filthy team, these men have been out here. I'm probably the only one that could play. for
How?
the team. You can definitely
I can
not.
play for them. I can. Steve, I'll stop not
I'm not saying
rating
you
me.
can't.
Let
I'm
me
just saying
play
you
my
definitely.
game.
Look at your belly. It's the worst thing you could have done.
You can't even open the gates.
Aye, oh my God.
dying. What's he doing? You are finished.
Oh, you can't.
Sit
bruv.
down.
To be fair, I'm trying to think who I saw you lot playing, and you lot was all in the Filthy shirts. That's you, man.
Yeah.
Stormzy tournament.
Let me chat to you boys quickly. Obviously, Filthy. We're showing you to the crowd now. Obviously, Fitz. See what you're doing. I know Smalls from the first time I saw Smalls. I don't know what year it was, but my brothers, they were in year 6. They were trying out for Brent. It was at Preston Park Primary School. And this boy was the smallest child I've ever seen. And he was up against my brother. And I said, my brothers are twins. I can't even remember which one it was, but I said, mash him up. Dude, listen. You see, after about 5 minutes, I said, don't get too tight. On that boy there. Different kind of level.
Obviously, I've been seeing the boys play at Baller League, innit? So I've seen
Baller League. That's what I was going to say. You may know Smalls from Baller League. Where the people may have seen Smalls recently was on a platform calling out someone that is Filthy Family.
It's Filthy Family, yeah.
Troy Deeney. We call that in-house beef. You are beefing Troy Deeney. You're not the same weight class. Don't get in the ring.
Don't worry, I got you, man.
What's going on?
I wasn't even drawing them out, bro. I'll be honest with you. I weren't drawing them out.
That was a big draw, right?
Nah, but it's a clickbait makes things 10 times worse.
When I saw that, I thought I need to ask Smalls a question that I've never asked him. Yeah? And I want to ask you on camera. Yeah? And you can chime in as well, Fitz. Do you think you're better than certain pro footballers? Because the way you spoke on Troy was just...
What pros though? You talking?
Tell me, any.
What currently playing?
Yeah, currently playing.
No, but you
don't
got-
have to draw out.
You got
man.
pros in League 2, then you got pros in Premier
Yeah,
League.
no pros. I'm just saying pros from across the board. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but they won't respect it as much, bro. It's like playing tennis is like 11 aside, and then 6 aside at table tennis. So man won't. If I say, "Bro, I'm better than," they're gonna say, "Bro, I'm like, wait, see, no 11 aside of you." Do you know what I mean? So you can't compare.
Yeah, man. But big up to the Filthy Fellas, 5-a-side. Is it 5 or 7? 5.
Everything.
5, 6,
5, 6s, 7s. Yeah, big up you lot, man. Killing it.
When you need a sub,
No, I'm due to
No, we're
beat,
here,
it
man.
It might not be an official game because I don't want to I want you lot to win trophies. You get me? But a couple pre-seasons, yeah, man. Shout me, Loons. Steve's can play.
I'll play.
Why are you making that noise when he said my name?
So obviously, you've got the trophies on the table. You've got to defend them. Where can we tell the crowd to look forward to seeing you boys in the future?
I think we got some abroad ones coming up.
Okay, we're gonna match. We're gonna
they
take
go
over the
in.
world now.
Get me involved.
Yeah, I think they're going Amsterdam.
Ooh, I'm there.
we're there.
I'm there. We're there.
Obviously, the Ballers League. It's the first one. Obviously, you're in it. How is it?
For him, it's going better than me.
Yeah,
It is near the top,
yeah, and yeah.
near the bottom.
I know you got the
So he's enjoying it more. But it's a good experience.
history makers. First one. Where do you think the Baller League will go? Because I think this is crazy. Man.
First generation, innit? First generation.
To be honest with you, bro, top 4 go to Vegas, innit?
Swear down,
so,
bro.
So like the top 4 play top 4 from America.
Wow.
And top 4 from Germany.
There you go.
So that's just first season.
That's the Champions League.
Surely you got to mash up the soccer players.
Of course.
Soccer Baller League.
No,
Yeah,
but they're
you're gonna
hella
mash them
South
up.
Americans over there, bro.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go far. To be honest, bro, I think it's gonna go far. They're adding P's next season. The money's coming
I'm
in.
sure our champions are busy, have things to do, tactical training methods that I've written out. We're gonna go over them again, boys.
Yeah, we
Definitely,
appreciate your help, man.
100%. We're gonna win this again. I help win this tournament. But let's clap off the boys, the filthy fellas football team.
Filthy should get a Baller League team, by the way. We need a Filthy.
We do need a
Big
Baller
man.
League.
We spoke to Todd Bowley.
We definitely need a Baller League team. That is ridiculous. Some of the managers are nowhere near our level. Not life-wise, but just football knowledge. tactical.
Stick, push,
Yes. You understand? But boys, big up the show.
transition.
We're going to bring in some resis now.
Just a disclaimer, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I think I ripped that Smooth guy, not Smooth, Fitz. I think I juiced him up one time still.
Juiced him up.
This is crazy.
But his lingo
What?
is
Yo.
mad.
Football, man.
Is it
You
a
could
South
juice up
thing?
in football. You could juice up in football.
No, I've never heard that. No. Juice a man up.
I jinked him. I think I jinked him still. I'm not gonna.
I think
I jinked him.
if you've done something,
Juiced him.
if you've won your duel, you get to say what you did. Juiced him, punched him up, nanked him. It's like it's
The last two are way better than the first.
I hear it. I wouldn't personally say juiced him, but you know what? Let's have a little bit of a highlight right now. We've got 2 filthy fellas. We got John Wick and the OG Scribs on the panel right now. Once again, Scribs, the appearances are increasing right now. Is this a Paul Scholes?
It is. They
Are
brought me
you?
out of
But I
retirement.
think so, you know, because
brought me out of
the
retirement.
episodes you've been on been good, my bro.
They needed stability in
yeah,
the middle.
we did.
Can I say something? Oi,
Margs needs help as well. Margs needs all the help.
what happened with us is what needs to happen with Arsenal. So we were going through something. And we've ended up bringing in an experienced player with a young guy.
Experience as well.
Oh, come
He's
on.
not really
What?
back in, obviously, he's just here today. But
That's saying loaned in Omri back from New York.
but yeah, so for me, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Hey, good one.
Premier League season is over. Pretty much. The trophy's on the table. Loons and them Scousers have got it. Premier League champions 24-25 season. We're not going to talk about that because we don't care about that. Look how small the trophy is.
Don't care about
That
this
is
trophy.
small.
All right.
Little man.
What we're going to do, we're going to talk about the people that we love the most when it comes to Filthy, the crowd, the people that keep us going. And they loved it when we answered their questions. So we're going to answer their questions again. It was a little bit rocky last time. It's definitely going to be rocky again.
But remember, before we do that,
Uh-huh.
to like, comment, subscribe.
Please
Keep
do
commenting
that.
those suggested questions.
Yeah.
the bell.
And also in the beginning of this episode, we're going to talk about
I said
the
that
live
wrong.
show.
I said that wrong. I said those suggested questions. That don't make sense.
Let's go again.
No, man, let it land, man. They're stupid.
Okay then.
Wow.
You know what? I want to big up Sam Jennings right now because this is a man that's just spreading love and he wants to know about the Filthy fellas. This is the Filthy family, the crowd, the cast, the cameramen, everybody. And he wants to know. He has asked us, can you remember the moment you realised football was a business rather than something you loved? And I think that's a beautiful question. It's a beautiful question.
I remember when.
Yep. Same.
Me too.
I think the first time I remember when football was a business rather than something that I just loved for the passion of it was Sol Campbell. that was when I first thought, oh my God.
This is real.
Like, they don't love you.
They don't love you.
Yeah, they don't love you, you know what I mean? So, Sol Campbell, when he left Spurs, went to Arsenal, I thought it was so... At the time, I didn't get it. But obviously now, I realise it's a business.
You know what it is?
Good move, Sol, all the rest of it, you know what I mean? But that was when I first like, whoa.
So I think they don't love you as true as it is almost a little bit less harsh than the truth. The truth is you don't matter. The crowd, me, everyone, we're just... You don't matter. You sat here on this table, Trent, this, right? He don't matter. He's gone.
Yeah,
He don't even know you.
None of the Liverpool
knows
players
me.
matter to you.
yeah, I support the team.
Can I go second, please?
Go on then. Because you know what it is? You two's insight to this is going to be kind of different because you lot kind of got up there
And mine.
in the ranks. Nah, man, come on.
Allow it, man. Go on, John.
My one was when Adebayor went to Tottenham. I feel like he didn't do much for Arsenal, but he was a vital player in our team. And seeing that they just wanted to, when you see his interviews and stuff, and they dashed him out.
Can I say something to you?
Go on,
please?
sir.
He went to City from Arsenal. You know that, right?
Yeah, no,
But you saying, yeah.
Sorry.
It was City.
City, not
So you
Tottenham.
didn't realise.
Rico is
Sorry.
The case.
Rico is
No, you know what it is? You're
No, Joey.
Yeah. We're going to...
No.
gonna say that's late, innit?
Steve-O let me know that. I was gonna let you go.
Steve-O, you back to me here still. You're my bigger brother.
No, you saved the credibility of the channel.
He was going to do a whole story on it. We should have let him go, you know, because it weren't true.
Because I'm someone I watch like people's podcasts. Like when ex-pros have their podcasts, I watch their stuff in it. So when he came out and was just explaining the story about Wenger and him and then the fans and all that kind of stuff, it kind of hit me still because I actually loved Adebayor, bro. Like I
Yeah,
thought he was
great
good
player,
vibes,
great player.
good energy, good person to be
Yeah.
around. When we needed him, he actually backed for us
Can I
as well.
counter that one though? Can I counter that one?
I felt like I was in a changing room with him still.
What I think is interesting is the two examples you've given have been about Arsenal. My example is about Arsenal as well. My first experience in football was a business, and not what I love, was the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, when we got the Emirates Stadium, my life, and I think most people's life as Arsenal fans, changed. We even started explaining the finance of the club to people. We're like, we're fourth because we just bought a stadium and I was young
I get that.
when that happened. When did we go Emirates? 06? 06, I would have been 14, 15. So I didn't know nothing about business.
You didn't even know nothing about like big money. What's $1 million?
I've turned into Russ, Wolf of Wall Street, just to defend my team. Yeah.
For me,
Brutal like
my
that.
context, I think it was when, for me, Van Persie going to United and winning the Prem for them. That's business from Alex Ferguson. That's when love turned to business for me. And I realised,
We don't
that
matter.
broke me.
We
still.
don't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter. That's it. Plain and
Crazy.
simple.
Right,
Van
from
Persie,
so up until, because you're about 30 them times probably, you didn't know that football...
you can talk, mate.
Well, I'm just saying, that's a madness.
So
and
Loons-
you, at 15, couldn't count, you didn't know what $1 million was. I heard that.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't,
heard what you
I
said.
didn't
Better carry
understand
on.
the £1 million, but
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
15, not really. But anyway,
I'm gonna kill you.
it's totally different. There was no internet and things there, so it was a whole different 15. So that's cool. Anyway,
Calculated.
so
Abacus.
calculated, but they don't let you know what $1 million quid is. But me lad
10
anyway.
times 100,000. But yeah, go on.
My time, I knew when football was a business was early millennium, right? The year 2000, 2001, right? Manchester United, right? That's transfer window. I might be 2 transfer windows, right? 2 summers. One, they bought Rio Ferdinand, 30 mil. The next one, they bought Van Nistelrooy, 18 mil. And I think Varane, 30 mil. You know what I'm saying? This is early millennium. 30 mil is Arsenal's record transfer ever to be sold. Ever. That's the most they've ever sold a player for. Man United spent
Nah,
that
we
in
sold Iwobi for
2001.
40.
Yeah, I knew it was a whole business. It's corrupt. I knew anything business-wise is corrupt. That's what I knew.
Give him that. He deserves that.
Come on.
You know, when
Give it
spending
back.
peas.
Give
you
it back.
spend
Give it back.
peas.
Give it back.
He said
You know, bro,
corrupt.
the British record bare times. when you were in your
Luke,
prime
give
as
it
well in
back.
the
Oh,
90s.
No, wait,
Give him
let
back
me
the phone.
because he's saying stuff. And I'm saying this, yeah. Breaking the transfer record, 8.5 million for Stan Collymore, isn't the
It's an L.
same. Isn't the same as buying the most expensive centre back for 30 mil in 2000 when Google wasn't even about.
Can I say something though? You were splashing P, splashing 15, 17 million, spending more than 30 for a while. Hey, listen, but this is the 90s. You're talking about us spending money after we won the treble.
Never.
So we have boosted everything. We've got P's. We can spend that.
We never spent no 50 million in the 90s. That's lies.
When did you realise?
My one was, I would say, do you know what? I was privileged and in a bubble for a while as a United supporter.
Honestly.
Get me? So I would say it's going to be embarrassing, but I think it was like after the 17-18 season with Jose Mourinho when he came second, and then the board only bought Dalot and Fred. And I was like, Ross. And then I realized these men are cutting checks with the dividends. They're not trying to reinvest in the club.
Yeah.
All they're doing is making sure we make Champions League. They get their little paycheck, and then cool. That's their sustainable business plan. I respect it, but as a fan, we want more. If you've just come second to City and City are doing a mad thing, and then you go and buy Fred and Dalot,
It's real.
big man.
Wait, Fred was sought after though.
This guy loves Fred.
I used to back Fred when he played for us, but it's not good enough.
Big up Sam Jennings, obviously. Crowd, let us know as well when you realise
Yeah, man.
that football was a business. But chat to them, Steve.
Old Tight 17 Nolan. They say, is this the end of Man City's dominance?
Good question.
Scribs, what do you
Chat
reckon?
to us, Manchester.
I'm gonna say no, fam. I'm a hater. I hate City. I want them to be in ruins. But fam, like the season they've had is crazy. The injuries they've had is crazy. They're playing Bernardo Silva as the deepest midfielder. Like man's against, like in the final, we're not trying to see that. They've got attacking midfielders as their D. Like it's not working, and it makes sense. Is it O'Reilly? That was left in the,
He's good though.
Yeah, I know, but it's not enough. Like these men are champions. So if that's what they're having to make do with, I can understand their situation. And I don't think they're gonna go into next season like that. So it's just a rough patch. I feel like they'll be back next season.
Is it fair to even say that they've actually even salvaged something from this season?
Yeah, I'm not
'Cause
gonna lie.
at a point it looked dark, and they managed to get the results together.
Yeah, I don't think they've salvaged. I still think it's a very bad season, but I do.
For them.
But I know why. I know why. You know what I mean? So is it the end of their dominance? For me, no way. This could be the start of dominance. Of dominance. Yeah. That's what you don't want.
Wounded animal.
You don't want someone, like, once they go back, you know, one back, 2 steps forward. It's not, is it? It's 2 steps back.
Steve-O, it could be either way. You take 1 step back to do 2 steps forward.
John
I knew you'd get it.
John Wick, I wanna ask you, because obviously you saw the last time they suffered defeat at the Wembley Stadium, Crystal Palace, FA Cup champions, first major honour in their history. Is this the beginning of a City fall-off?
Last episode, I was being very shameless, but now I've got my football cap half on.
That's turkey hair.
Love the cap.
You got a cap as well.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like his though. Nah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's the end of City. I think City are gonna definitely do a rebuild. With obviously players and that leaving, I think they're gonna come back and be strong, bro. Like if this is a bad City team and they're still gonna hopefully get Champions League and do their thing, I feel like bro, it's gonna be mental.
So let me ask you, John, because obviously I think a lot of us have kind of said, will City be okay or not? We're talking dominance. We're talking year after year, bringing in the best players in the world, winning the league. Are they gonna get back to that?
I think it's a possibility, depending on the transfers.
Yeah, man. City are cold, man. Like City are actually a champion team, bro. I feel like they'll bring in players that can fill in.
For me, this
do
is
their
a
thing.
one-off season. Like I don't think we'll see City go through
So you
this
think
again.
it's back to regular
settings.
schedule?
Yeah, they're just gonna
Next
reset.
year.
Not next year. I'll probably give them another 2 seasons. Then it's gonna be City.
I think when Man United, you know, after their first season, when it went pear-shaped, I don't know where they finished. Where did they finish when it was 6th?
Seventh.
Right?
Seventh, I think.
We said it was a one-off. I did. I said it was a one-off. They still had good players there, and then it done it again and again, and then obviously Mourinho, and you get a couple Van Gaal and people
LBGs.
come in and you win trophy, and but the dominance what they were doing from before, because you only think it's only like 5-6 years before that they're got the best team in the world. Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
So the dominance
It's quick.
went so quick. But go on.
5-6 years ago, we were in another blip. I think after we were looking for Van der Sar, we were trying to get in players and blah blah blah. I think
Okay.
Chelsea just came, Jose came, Keane left, Vieira left.
Yeah.
Chelsea were doing a mad thing. So I feel like that Man United are cyclical, and we've got poor hierarchy, poor owners. City are well-run business, so I feel like they will make sure what needs to happen happens. And then you've got Pep. They're not going to be rotating managers, I don't think.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. Man United were in there. We got Moyes. No one understood why we got Moyes. Everyone trusted Fergie, which is
crazy.
Worked out terribly for us. But so yeah, and City are just a well-oiled engine. They're going to do their thing. Man United.
That's what I don't think it's going to be four in a row again. I think Arsenal's too strong. I think Liverpool's obviously now shown how
when
strong.
you say Arsenal's too strong, like
they're too strong.
We might not be strong enough to win it, but we're strong enough to stop them.
Stop that. Stop.
Even the smaller teams.
You beat them twice this season. And then
drew one and won.
Alley-oop and Liverpool just run in and take it. They're strong enough to make...
I just think the level upgrade of the other teams like Villa, Newcastle, they can bring it. They can bring it to City, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
But they can also bring it to Liverpool.
That's
or
what I'm
whoever
saying.
else is challenging.
It's open.
You know what? Obviously, crowd, let us know what you think. The beauty of that question is we will find out as soon as possible, man.
Yeah, man.
We will see what City's about in a couple months, man. Big up whoever asked that. It was 17 Nolan, wasn't it?
17
So
Nolan.
now we have Jar Nilo, or Jar N Low.
This is dumb, man.
They have asked, should Harry Kane come back to Spurs and chase the scoring record in the Premier League? Yeah, before you answer, I just want to say that it's a bit of a rubbish question.
But
go on then.
I'm saying, do you think it's wise to take your ex-girl back? Yeah, to all your friends.
Yeah, and then be her best boyfriend ever.
Yeah, do you reckon it's gonna ever work? It won't work. There was reasons. He left to win titles. He's got the titles he wanted. You lot are doing poor, but you're closest to a title. So maybe it's best that you love each other from a distance.
Yeah. How far
You know what I'm
away
saying?
is he from this?
Far.
But it'll take more than a season.
But hang about. I'm saying maybe that question, maybe the team he's saying to go back to is not what we should be asking. If he goes back. So what I'm saying, remember? So going back to the original question that we started with, what Sam said, when did you notice it was a business now? Arsenal need a striker. Harry Kane used to play for Arsenal.
Beautiful.
Why wouldn't he go there?
He's played for Tottenham. He's played for Tottenham.
He supports Arsenal, though.
Oh, yes,
That
he
is
did.
WWE SummerSlam.
He supports Arsenal as well.
Listen, you see that there? That will...
Hey, bro, man, don't put
that
that
is
out in
the
the universe.
whole
It's a business.
strategy.
We'll heal the world. We'll heal the
It's
world.
a business.
We'll heal the world. It
That
is a
is
business.
good chat, man.
You know what? With this one,
it up, man.
we're going to go there quick.
My protege.
I want that to be the last thing said about this one. Harry Kane to Arsenal.
Poor
Big-
question, John Nole.
Big up Jar Nole. It actually turned out to be a decent question. Okay. So we are now entering the La Liga realms, the Spanish realms. We got
Come on.
2 questions. We'll go at the first one first. It is from, I'm going to say Denzel S.
Yeah, I was going to say Denzel. Yeah.
Denzel. It says DNZL, but
Yeah.
we think your name's Denzel.
Denzel S.
Big up Denzel S. He has asked, will Xabi Alonso finally win Real Madrid the treble? I think that's a very good question. He's obviously
layman's terms,
he's obviously gone unbeaten in Germany with Bayern Leverkusen, who are maybe the 3rd or 4th best team in Germany. And he went a whole domestic season without losing a game, which is incredible. Obviously, a great footballer, ex-Real Madrid player.
You know, I think Lips.
nah.
He's a good manager.
Good manager,
But what
man.
happens is, and it happens with players as well, is that when you leave a team where not loads is expected of you, the pressure is crazy, and pressure can make you just do different things. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
like it can make you second guess yourself and all the rest of it. I don't know if that's going to happen, and he might be quality. He might have that temperament that he can live with that, right? But for him to be a treble winning team, he has to dethrone this Barcelona team at the
Hansi
moment.
Flick is better than him.
And maybe he is, but that's a tough ask, man. So I think it's a tough ask. I don't think it's as easy as everyone thinks it's going to be. Because he's a good manager, you can just walk into this good team. This is what we were saying about Pep on the last episode. Like, it's not easy.
He's not far off Flick, though, with chemistry of players.
Hundo, but Flick is 2 signings away.
I hear it.
I was just going to say, I think Barcelona are going to get better as well.
2 signings away from
And
eliteness.
they're young, they're growing, they're getting more experience.
What I will say is, pressure makes diamonds. this pressure is gonna make gold dust. I don't think he's gonna come in and do
Gold
the
dust
treble.
is good.
Yeah, it's still
What does that
valuable.
mean?
Gold dust is
More
good.
valuable than
very
diamonds.
valuable.
Gold
Yeah.
dust the wrestler, bro.
Oh, okay. He saved himself. I hear it. I like that.
I can't like the person. You see, when you got that, the team he was managing before were good. Do not get me wrong. However, like Steve-O said, there's no real pressure. Do you get it? It's like Leicester winning the league. There's not real pressure on them because they're not a big club.
But let me play devil's advocate. The La Liga in the last 4 seasons, I think, has gone Barca champions, Real champions, Barca champions, Real champions, Barca champions
Where's
now.
Atletico?
Yeah,
Atletico won one.
Oh, it might have been
Atletico
3.
won
It might have gone Barca, Real, Barca again then. But I know Jude and them won it the other
Last
year.
one,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
So what I want to say now is, I remember kind of having this argument. Obviously, Ancelotti is a great manager, but he was up against Hansi Flick, who's kind of new and fresh. And I think with these modern day managers and modern day players, it's like a match made in heaven. You see it with Pep. You understand? Like when it aligns, it's crazy. And my thing is, Xabi Alonso is one of these modern day managers. He's got obviously a team to have a certain attitude and go all the way. And my thing is with Ancelotti, that whole, I want my back 4 and 6 to do this, but everyone else just do what they're doing. I think that's outdated now. I think playing in this systematic kind of era, you need someone that's going to say,
Hang
no,
on.
you move
Oh,
here and you...
Lips, I'm coming. Let me come in on that, bro. Wasn't it only 2 seasons ago? Maybe more. I might be wrong. But when he was the Don and they'd won
But he's saying football
Champions
change.
League.
Is that Ancelotti?
Yeah, he's saying
No,
football change.
I'm not saying...
But we're still in the same sort of space as 2 years
But
ago.
he can still switch.
I'm just saying, Ancelotti with the Mbappes, the Arda Gullers, these are new style kind of players. You understand? And they might not be used to the Ancelottis, the old school. When they've got Xabi Alonso now, it's like it's kind of.
They need more
this
instructions.
This is almost
got
the era
structure.
before them. You understand? So I'd like to think not that Xabi Alonso's a better gaffer than
I hear what you're
Ancelotti,
saying.
not
I do hear
all.
what you're saying.
But I kind of think in recent years, I kind of think he's kind of more in sync with what's going on.
I think there's more to him than what we're doing here, by the way, because he's the guy that first put the deep line in midfield. Like, he is a guy that does elevate football. Yeah, so let's not think. So, 100%. So let's not think that he's not been elevating it in some way, that he might have just got it wrong this season, or he might have come against a Barcelona team that's just flying, best player in the world, both positions. And let me add to that, where you keep saying, "Oh, Flick's this tactician and all that." I saw his players win him loads of games, like the players just doing maverick shit. I saw that loads last year. So don't get into that thing where you're a prisoner of the moment right now.
No, I'm
You're
never,
definitely a
bro.
prisoner, because Flick was the same guy that.
Bro, can I land? Can I?
Oh, that lost. Yeah, last season.
He just accused me of something, yeah? You see, that's part of a great manager, bro. Because you see what, like, 95% of managers right now, they don't let them players do that maverick. You see him giving the license. That is a feather in his cap.
Yeah, 100.
That is a factual
100.
thing. Hansi Flick, the difference with him is, yeah, it's not, the way Barcelona play is, they've gone back to
Freedom.
the
Freedom
freedom,
play.
the old school.
Yeah.
After Pep and Luis Enrique, everyone tried to do this regimented, keep players here, you play in this box, you play in this box. Now, it's where the lever takes you, you play there, you beat your man, get it there, you lot do the rest. And you've got to respect that.
Good, okay. Well, okay, you know what? Loons, well done there, mate.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I think it's a here or there argument, man. We just got to see what's going to happen. Another argument, big up Nate.
Still in the Spanish realm.
Yeah,
Faragua.
How do you say it, man? You should know.
Why? Why should he?
Why should I
He's
know?
Mexican.
Like a
It's given-
Faragua.
Yeah.
That's more where you're from, no?
Favagio, of course not.
You just pronounced it.
You know
You
what?
said it.
Let's ask the question.
Oh yeah, sorry,
It's
Nate.
a good question. Very, very good question. Lamine Yamal will win.
What?
No, do you know
Will
what it is?
win.
That-
Will
look
win.
at what he's written.
Yes,
look
will
at what
win.
he's written.
What?
Will win.
In a madness. It's not my
I'd
fault.
love him to read that.
Are they foreign?
So this is a foreign.
Oh
this is
my.
a real La
Translation.
Liga realm. So he said Lamine Yamal will win a Ballon d'Or before Kylian Mbappe does. Obviously saying he will win
Well, you
a
reckon?
Ballon d'Or before Mbappe does. And that is a very interesting question because a lot of people think Lamine Yamal is going to win the Ballon d'Or.
He should.
Do you know why?
At the moment,
He should.
Steve-O,
He's won something for his country. That's one that ticked off.
They said
and
it-
what
they said
he's
it was
done
the
this year and what he's doing this year, he's ticking them all off.
I feel like Mbappe is also doing the same thing.
You can't mention the 2018 World Cup though.
No, but you need to understand the style he done it in, bro.
It's 2018.
I hear that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I do think that Yamal was gonna win it. I'm not disagreeing with that. But nah, I don't think Mo's winning it. I'll be honest with you. I do not see Mo winning it.
Will Yamal win it before
Yes.
Mbappe?
Yes. To answer your question, yes.
Yes.
Barcelona will win the Champions League next season.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Nice one, boys. Thank you, Nate. Big up yourself.
Aye, and yo, Nate, my jigger is WIN. When are you stepping to my yard? When are we partying?
Banner.
That's what.
Banner.
What?
Yeah, we got him. We got him.
You're talking to the man and you're telling him, come to my yard.
That's when you use when. When are you coming to my yard,
Listen,
Scrim?
listen. The optics and the positioning was crazy.
When are you coming to my yard, Steve-O?
Yo, my boy.
Yo.
Aye, someone.
Aye, his iPhone's got 2 cameras, man.
I beg you this game. I beg you this game. Love.
Next question comes from the favourite light skin. And he is saying, why is the bottom 3 continuously regressing in talent and point progression?
Okay.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Great question. The favorite light skin. Yeah. What? I want to
Why do
answer
you
this.
know everything? Why do you think you know this? Do you know
Because
what
I've
it
been
is?
speaking about.
But let me just say.
No, let him land though. No, you can't. No, Lippy. No, don't do that. Let him land.
This
let him
is your
land.
pilot
Let him land.
speaking.
I'm fighting for him.
Remember, you played him this pass for this shot. Go
Aye,
on.
don't let me down. Land.
Let you down. Shut
Land.
the hell up.
Land. Let him land.
Listen, I've been saying it, yeah? The gap between the Premier League middle teams, yeah, there's 6 teams that the middle teams cannot get nowhere near, they can't get nowhere near. The top 3, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, there's the middle teams, and then the promoted teams can't get near the rest, yeah? There's too much of a gap. That's why the league is so strong right now. Every 3 teams that come up will always go back down.
Why?
Because there's so much of a gap. There's too much money. Everyone's got too much good players. There's too much.
Can I ask you
too
this?
much money.
No,
It's
hold
true.
on.
It is.
Hold on.
It's too much
Let me
money.
ask you this, because this is what. It's not even let me ask you
money.
This is my.
Hey,
Good
catch. Hey,
Great catch.
Spider-Man.
Save my life.
Miles Morales.
All right, boys. That was too reactionary to catching. I don't lie.
Hey, Nappy. We're calling you Nappy right now.
I think it is more. I think it's factual. You need more points to win the Prem now. You need more points. So when the better teams come against these lesser teams now, they're not messing around. It's as simple as that. Whereas before, they'll kind of ease off and, Arsenal and maybe United sometimes will struggle against the lesser
Don't give
teams.
Wilshere's debut
Yeah, all of
and
that.
things like
Now
that.
it's nope. We're away at Ipswich, full strength. You understand?
Every game's a battle. Every
You
game's a
understand?
battle.
So I think it's tough, man, because these promoted teams, they're not terrible. I think even though for the last 2 seasons, all 3 teams have gone straight back down. So what our favourite light skin is saying is true. It's not even an opinion. But I think in the last couple seasons, there's been some players that's gone down that good teams have been interested in. So we've got Liam Delap, that the Leicester boy, North African boy, is it El Hanusi or something? Arsenal like him. Ramsdale got grabbed when he got relegated. So it's like,
Vardy.
yeah.
What about? Do you remember Luton?
Yeah.
They had the right back and the left. and the left wing.
Doughty and
Yeah, he's League One now.
yeah, they
Relegated.
got relegated again, man.
No one picked them up.
But you know what's crazy as well? So the last time 3 teams actually stayed up was Fulham, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest. And now look how well they're doing
Yeah,
now.
Forest
So they've had
flying.
time to build. And
I
you
think
know
they
what I mean?
invested though, innit? I think that's. Do you know what? What you said was kind of right though.
Kind of. I know
What you
it's
said was
right.
right though. This is why you're my agent.
Let me finish. No, he's your agent because you interrupt like him. But what I was going to say, if you remember Forest though, for 2 seasons, Forest were struggling. They were just tivering on
Change
that.
gaffer, bro.
You know what I mean? So they brought in 19 players or something like that. It takes
Invested.
time. It has to be a project. I think.
Got rid of the gaffer.
That's what it is, though. You don't get the chance to make a mistake in the transfer window, in games, in nothing. It's cutthroat. You got to get it right first time, or you're going down, and that's due to the financial power.
Do you know what it is as well? I can't remember so much with Fulham, but I know Bournemouth and Nottingham, when they first come up, they started off well, innit? You saw almost shades of what they're doing now, innit? That this is a team that could be serious. I think Brighton were like that as well. And you're right, we ain't had that in a while.
The surprise factor.
I remember we used to have Wigans and teams that will come up and you see, yeah, man, for about 3-4 years, they're going to be in and around.
What do you think about the approach of the teams? Because the Brightons and that, they ball. And they've been balling since Championship. These managers are dealing with Championship. They're coming to the Prem. It's a complete... Everybody's trying to ball.
change
Do you know what? But don't you think that's an issue? Don't you think they should come here, scumbag it? Because imagine
Bring back Stoke, man.
Imagine Ipswich. Imagine Ipswich scumbagged it. They've got players like Liam Delap, Amari Hutchinson. Expansive. Because I think Forest did that to get to this point. They just sit back, salt pressure, iron the Nigerian brother, whoever, and they just attack you, counter-attack. But you're right now. I'm seeing Ipswich playing from the back.
Yeah.
3-0 down. Playing to the centre back that's been skinned 3 times. Take it every time.
Yes, and you know the centre back can't take it.
He cannot take it.
He can't take it with his back to play as well. They're forcing it on him. The dude don't want it. I think the promoted teams now. I think one of them, because they're gonna have so much money. The Leeds Red Bull outfit. I think they're gonna make enough signings. I think they're gonna be the one that kind of
Leeds
breaks
done that
them
before,
up.
though.
No. But they with the Red Bull outfit now. They've got money now, innit? They're part of that whole.
That doesn't necessarily, bruv. Nottingham Forest had money.
But exactly, Nottingham Forest had money, and then they broke the mold, innit?
All you got to do is survive once.
That's it, and that's it, and then you become part of it.
If you survive once, you get that money. The players from abroad and that start seeing you. Okay, you're a Prem team now, and they land.
And that's it. You just gotta
Players just want to see progression.
Who do we think has the best chance, or all 3 of them have a chance of staying
Like
up?
you said, Leeds could have a chance depending on the business, but I think the other 2, not to be harsh,
cooked.
Yeah, so obviously, big up the favourite light skin. Very good question. So this is why the crowd, I threaten them all the time, Steve. And they don't understand why they say that I'm crying. Oh, Lippy's going to have another meltdown. I've had 1.5 meltdowns ever on Filthy. The other day was a madness. I'm not going to almost dash a chair out.
You had a few, I mean.
Yeah, but for an Arsenal fan, I think I'm doing well. But the crowd always say to us, Scribs, you know what they say, bro? You lot always talk about Arsenal. This is an Arsenal show. Look on the screen. The crowd wants us to talk about Arsenal again. Yeah, so you lot blame us, but it's slightly you lot's fault. But we're going to go there. Big up Swale 11. And he has asked, does Declan Rice take over captaincy of Arsenal? And what would it do to Martin Ødegaard's game time? So it's 2 questions in one. Chat to our skits.
I don't think he'll give up the captaincy to Declan Rice. I think he'll still keep that synergy, that energy, that chemistry that the Arsenal players have, especially with Martin. I think he'll give Martin another try next season. He's had a bad season. We've seen more leadership from Declan than we've seen from Martin. So I just think it won't happen. I don't think Declan will get the captaincy yet.
Sorry, my question is, why would you not?
No, I would love that to happen.
And I think this is the thing with Arsenal. It's like there's always something. Bro, if we've seen somebody that is more of a leader than somebody else, why are we not going to give him captaincy, bro? I don't understand that.
But that's down to Martin then.
Yeah.
I think that's when the second question comes into account, because I think the reason Martin Ødegaard starts week in, week out, regardless of his form, is because he's the captain. If we take that away from him, things will change.
I don't think Declan Rice is the leader. I don't think, man. Even that team, that thing he done in the huddle for Arsenal in that Champions League quarter semi-final with PSG. If we don't have the ball, we die. He didn't have the ball. You don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You need motivation. Your captain can't be saying all those things, man. I'll be honest, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That can't be your skipper, man. Gabriel, if you're saying Gabriel, give it to him.
Oh,
I hear it.
Gabriel's a warrior.
You know what I'm saying? I hear it. But no way.
Gabriel will tell man
no
die.
way. Dude's too nice. He's too nice. He was doing karaoke the other day. He would press trigger and push the button, making everyone laugh. That can't be your captain. Your captain has got to be the real deal, Holyfield. That's it.
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you know, football right now, it's a PR stunt. Do you get what I'm saying? Declan fits the PR.
Do you know what it is? As
really
much as I
does.
hear that, he
does.
does.
English as
Arsenal, he
well.
does.
It makes a lot of sense. Deep it.
I'll be honest. Me personally, I think the only logical reason why we shouldn't take the captaincy of Ødegaard is because it will hurt his feelings.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Mental, it's
pride.
a mental battle he's gonna have to
There's
deal
no
with.
sentiment in football,
And
bro.
you say that, but there is.
Yeah, of course.
Regardless,
100% there is.
you
The
know,
only way it would work is if Martin actually gave it up and gave it to Rice.
Ødegaard is kind of labelled as one of the players that's like responsible for this quote unquote new Arsenal. You get me? So to then just strip something from him and say, yeah, you know what, the last 2 seasons have been kind of weird, and then give it to the next man. Because you have to remember, all goes well, we finish second again. So really and truly, it hasn't really entered, let's take away captaincy
Gerrard went through
levels.
bare years of failure with a captaincy armband.
Yeah, but he led.
To be honest with you, though, I hear what you lot are saying, but there's 2 things I want to say, and that is when you do the eye test with Ødegaard, you can see when he's not on the ball. If it's not going too well for him on the ball, he's still leading the team. He's telling people where to go. He's pointing. He's pushing the team up. He's leading the press. So there's that. There's certain captains. You know, you got
Different type of captains.
different types of captains. But I would also say as well, I think he became captain at Arsenal when there wasn't a lot of captains around.
Leaders, yeah.
So now you've got other ones. Maybe it might be a thing where you sit in there and you say, look, boys, we've been trying to go for the last 2-3 seasons. Like, we're a team. So let's make a team decision. And I think a team decision would be maybe we put him.
So let me ask you this. Are you kind of saying that this question is due to his form? Literally. And
Yeah.
do you think it's fair
Yeah.
to take away captaincy because of form?
Exactly. That's
No.
what that was part of my
Yeah.
thing.
Go on,
Captaincy
Denise.
doesn't lose because of form, and then also the vice captain is Saka. Yeah. How does he feel? Because remember, vice captain's next up. How's he gonna feel? You take the captaincy away and then bring the new guy and give him it. How's he gonna feel? He's next up. He's next up. So you've got a balance, like.
Swale is asking this question for a reason. This ain't just a madman that's woken up that don't like Ødegaard. You said something. Our captain is Martin Ødegaard. Our vice captain is Bukayo Saka.
2 nice guys.
When it comes to champions, when it comes to teams that's doing well, that is kind of, I wouldn't say alarming, but I'll say it's different. It's different because I think that let's make our better footballers captains. Whereas in traditional champions teams, it's actual
Is it the most
leaders.
consistent players?
I feel like it's someone that drags you through the mud.
Yeah.
And I've seen Rice drag Arsenal
Saka,
through the
man,
mud.
Not more than Saka.
Bare times. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I hate Rice, and not because I hate Arsenal. But he drags man through the mud. I feel like if you're going to have a captain and a vice captain, they need to be different. And I feel like both Saka and Ødegaard are nice guys.
Oh, have 2 different attributes.
Even have
for captaincy.
devil's advocate. Have someone that's a nice guy, then have someone that's
That's what you just said.
That's what I just said. But I feel like Rice, even though Rice is a nice guy, I feel like he has that dog in him. You see him getting involved in like scraps and arguments, and he's leading. You get what I'm saying? When Arsenal's heads are down, his head's up, and he's doing his thing. And I haven't seen Ødegaard do that. Like when the chips
a
are down and
while,
Ødegaard's
in
on
a
the
while,
pitch,
yeah.
I don't see Ødegaard stand up and
But-
he don't
but-
galvanize the players.
But back to it, innit, though. You see the vocalness you want from your captain. You don't want to hear, if we don't have the ball, we die.
Oh, you love that, though.
Bro.
You love a snapshot.
We're still on Arsenal. Big up Swale 11. Crowd, let us know your opinion on that one. Okay, cool. So yeah, official apps and CC Stephen M. I don't know if you know each other, but you have linked up beautifully with this one. Because official apps has said, the Arsenal win anything next season? If yes, would this title make up for the 5-year no title drought? And CC Stephen M has asked, if Arsenal buys a striker and don't win any trophies, should Arteta be sacked? And that is a beautiful question.
No.
Put them questions together. If Arsenal, so basically we're saying it's all or nothing for Arsenal next season. Is that what we're
I'm
saying?
not saying that.
It's 2 different questions. So if Arsenal win next year, does it make up for the shortcomings
Of
the past,
the past
of
5
what's been
seasons.
going on now?
Of course,
It's not even
of
the past,
course.
the present.
So if they don't win, should he get the sack? No.
No.
Okay, no, let's answer the first one. So we're quick. Official apps, we're saying yes. If Arsenal win the league, it makes up for the 5 years of no title drought. Yeah, which
5
I think
years.
is quite
I think
self-explanatory.
they mean 5 years no cup. So they mean I think it means a cup in like a trophy.
Yeah, title, just a title being.
A title.
Title,
Okay.
what?
I thought you
That's
said the
cold.
title.
No, a title, literally, yeah? But then the next one now, which is very interesting, and I know this sounds mad, I think is as simple as official Apps' question. I think the answer is he should go. 100%.
No way.
Let me just go. This is my thing, yeah? That's what we've been saying. Because if that's not the truth, we're idiots. Because we've been saying all Arsenal need is a striker. So if we get that and we still don't do it, unless it's don't get it twisted, football's football, anything can happen. If the season's mad, injuries, this, that, let me just learn, I'll hear it. But if we have a season like the season we had now, which I think we had plenty of opportunities, maybe to not win the league, but to at least keep up, and we didn't do it. We had the excuse of not having a striker. If we had that striker this year, for me, it would mean that we got the wrong striker. And that would mean it's Arteta's fault and he needs to move on.
Okay. Can I ask you this though? Yeah. You see the whole strike. Can't it be? And you got someone buying these players for you.
Yeah, but
Got all this, so ain't has he got the last say?
My thing is, I hear that in it, but my thing is, whatever tactics is going on, this is my thing. I question if Arteta's tactics is the reason we can't score goals. The only reason I kind of can't say that is definitely the case is because we don't have a prolific goal scorer. But if we get one and we don't score goals, for me, the only thing could be my man's tactics board.
So brilliant. I'm just saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get a striker. It's a window for everybody. Everyone gets better. So you see, the striker you needed might have took you over the line this season, last season, or the third season.
Okay,
but
Lou.
you see, next season, everyone's going to get better. We might have a striker that can get us 30 goals. Man United might as well.
This season, yes or no, did everyone get better?
Yes.
Who got better?
Forest, Newcastle,
Okay.
Villa.
Okay, listen. When it comes to teams that mattered, in Arsenal's title run, one team got better.
Oh, Liverpool.
And that was Liverpool.
Yeah, but I can't say we... Okay, yeah.
I know, so it's
Yeah.
for me, it's not hypothetical now, innit? Well, it kind of is. I'm not saying if we got a striker, we would have won the league.
So it's proof everyone
But
gets better.
we can still say us getting a striker would have given us a better chance. Because
Absolutely.
in the two seasons we've challenged, we haven't had a prolific nine.
yeah, because it shows with the lack of goals scored.
This season, other than Liverpool, it's all the other also rans that got better. See, next season, if it factory resets and Chelsea get better, City get better, United get back to better, and you get your striker, it's not going to guarantee you the league. But does it guarantee you this guy should go? Absolutely not. Do you get what I'm saying?
You just won the league. You're doing up humble. You're just
But
trying to
I'm
rate
never
everyone.
humble,
Trying to
bro.
give
Trying to
everyone
rate
advice.
everyone.
I'm not humble, bro.
Trying to give us advice.
I didn't think you were going to win it.
Ask a real Arsenal hater. Scripts.
Yes,
Chat to me, bro. Arsenal get a striker, don't win the league.
Yeah.
What does that mean, bro?
It just means maybe your striker needs a bit more time.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just being honest.
Thank
You know what it is? I'll be so honest with you, yeah? Like, I hate Arsenal, innit? But sometimes, I chat enough about Arsenal. Sometimes you got to be realistic. When Arteta took over Arsenal, did you lot see yourself where you're at today?
Nope.
Not necessarily,
Nope.
no.
So the fact that you're at where you're at today, it means that your chests are too high.
Thank you. Thanks.
Let me combat that because what you say is true, 100%. But at the same time, second 3 times in a row is a thing. That is something you have to look at.
Hey, Lippy, don't let us get into your head.
It's not about us.
No, I'm not about us, about the rival fans and the memes and the pictures. It happens in
How many times has Diego Simeone finished third? You think you can trick Atletico to let him go? You think you can trick
What's
them?
the difference between Simeone and Arteta?
He doesn't have the pressure that Arsenal's Arteta's on.
Hair die. No, let me just land. Listen. One man, you see a man, listen. You see a man that dyes his hair. I love Mikel Arteta. If he walked in the room right now, I'll be like, boss.
He's worrying about all the wrong things.
But I will exactly. You're not a warrior.
Where's my Just for Men?
I'm not just Ange and Boomerang, Kangaroo Boy and that. He's great. What?
Arteta,
Let
think
it
about
breathe,
it. Think about
Steve.
this though. Think of all the managers, yeah, that have come in. Remember over the years we've seen, I saw David Moyes literally within weeks go grey. at United. I
Oli.
see.
They do.
You see,
Jose.
Champagne.
I don't think Arteta has had that kind of pressure because, like you said, he wasn't expected to be there. He's loving it. He understands his project. He probably thinks now, okay, I need to get that striker. I hope he thinks that. But the last few years, it's been like way above where he probably thought. He had a project 4 years ago.
Ahead of schedule.
Yeah, man. So he ain't got that pressure like
On the
that.
board, revisit expectations every season down to your progression.
They're still there. Champions League semi-final.
How long was
like
Klopp
they're there?
at Liverpool?
8 seasons.
8 seasons. How many leagues did he win?
One.
Oh, one.
Crazy.
Sugar, yeah.
So
Crazy.
for
He
me,
won the Champions League.
He won everything.
I just got to the.
He won everything.
But it was a guy up against a powerhouse.
Of course, but Arsenal aren't going up against little
powerhouse,
teams. They're
yeah.
going up against City
powerhouses.
and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be fair. And this is the only time you're gonna get me being honest because after this cameras go off, I'm cussing you lot.
If Arsenal do win something next year, are we saying, okay, well, that's it. They've done it. Because we gave
I
Klopp
think
the
we
8
can
years
say-
to do
I
what
think
he
we can
done.
say yeah.
Yeah? Even the Carabao Cup?
No, man, just don't sack. Let it go round.
League or Champions League.
I'll sneak in the FA Cup for you, lot, honestly.
FA Cup bandits.
United won the FA Cup last season. Yeah, it was great. If we win the FA Cup next season
Parade.
and don't win the league,
It's
they're gonna treat it like a piece of charcoal, bro. And that's understandable. For me, that's
If
understandable.
you finish second and it's a title race and you win the FA Cup,
no, that's better.
What about title race, FA Cup, Carabao Cup?
The only thing that will end these conversations now is the league title or
That's
the
the most
Champions League
important,
next year.
yeah, bro.
If we win the Champions League, let me tell you something.
No one can chat.
Now I can talk about it because it's done. If we won the Champions League this season, Arsenal fans would have downed tools. We wouldn't have. We would have started watching golf. Football's done.
you're done. You completed it. You completed football. Get it?
Facts.
We would have turned into pundits. Man's rating all the teams. Man loves Tottenham now. We wouldn't care. We'd be done. That's all
That was
we
me
need.
05 to 010.
Yeah, you're done.
05, when we won the
That's you
Champions
this
League.
week.
Loons is a scout. You see, Loons has something nice to say about every team. You see what you could. You see
Man's
what you
kept
could.
handing out advice.
It don't matter. You
It
understand?
don't
Even
matter.
Iverson-
It doesn't matter.
I was Steve in the shades, Conference League. All nine and put on the sunglasses.
And I still, that's my thing, yeah. You lot can't
Simple.
talk to me.
I was in a vest last week, fam. Only now I find my t-shirt. But you know what it is? Big up them 2 questions. That was 2 big boy questions. 3 of them.
Great.
Even.
Two at the end, yeah.
So we're gonna go to the one Father Frank. Big up one Father Frank. That's a big
Arsenal
boy name.
again.
And we're still on. What's wrong with you? No, don't big up. One
It's all
Father
Arsenal
Frank.
fans
What's he
that
doing?
watch us, man. I'm telling
You know
you,
what?
bro.
I hear it. We're gonna do this quick. Like, listen, they said, do you think when Arsenal finally win the
No.
Prem, football YouTube will become boring?
It's got
When?
another win again.
So
When again?
They wrote when again. One Father.
You man, type, man.
And it's an extra letter, so you can't even blame
H
autocorrect.
ain't there,
Can we find it? Can we do the, what do you call it?
Bro, these are the people that say, oh, you don't know, don't.
And they don't even know English.
Brother, you got
Idiots. You know what it is?
autocorrect.
No, but it's an extra letter.
Let's pave over this one quickly because you know what? I think somehow, bro, Arsenal will always be the topic of conversation, bro. We'll win the league, then it will be you haven't won the Champions League. Then we'll win the Champions League, you've only won one.
I don't think
We
you'll
can-
win that, though.
No, but
they're
even
from
if
London.
see, there you go. We can't even get there yet. So it's just, bro, there's something about us.
London, man. It's London.
Now, big up Thai troops and all them man there,
We
man.
talk too much online, bro. We're the only
You're the
fan
biggest
base that
club in
talk
London.
too
Ask the
much.
question.
When Arsenal win the Prem, will football YouTube become boring?
Did we answer that?
Because let me just say something before we answer. Without a poor Arsenal, we don't have Lord Claude, big up my brother
Arsenal
Claude.
fan TV.
Yeah, we don't have Thai money. We don't have Lord Robbie. We don't have Troops, Obama Blood Clot Yang.
Lee Gunner.
Lee
Gritting
Gunner. Yeah, Lee. You know what it is? I act like I hate Lee Gunner, but I
love Lee
slightly
Gunner, bro.
love him.
He talks the truth.
Nah, he talks the truth.
As bad as Arsenal have been, we have seen some comedy gold from our shortcomings. You understand? Viral moments, Arsenal fan TVs,
Ruined
world
your team
famous
for a little
gold.
while.
bro.
What, is that what you think?
I think your YouTube ruined your team for a little while.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Bluetooth, Spud. Bluetooth. I said
Was
that.
you here when Robbie was here? Yeah. You was quiet, bro. What's all that?
Because one second, because I've said it.
You don't
Pussy.
blame him. You don't blame. Do you blame him?
I don't blame him. No, I don't blame no one. But that's what happened.
His brother moves mad though sometimes.
Robbie Culture.
Let me not even talk about it.
But I'm saying, what Steve-O said is right. The Arsenal fans, if you lot don't think, look, YouTube is there for every player, they got bare downtime, they watch YouTube.
Family
They're gonna
members
hear
send it to them.
Family members
Social
sending
media.
it to them.
Yeah.
And Arsenal
Algorithm
are
now.
the only club have one game. Get him out. Da-da-da-da-da.
That's not true.
Burn him.
United are bad as well.
No, I've seen it, bro. I'm not lying.
They
I've seen it.
concentrate. Every team, bro. United have a fan called Rants.
Yeah.
His name
United
is
are
literally Rant.
bad. United
All he
just
does
as
is
bad.
rant. So there's big up Rants. That's not a send, by the
big
way.
up Rants.
But,
Big up
but,
Rants as well.
but it's what I wanted to talk about is the United fan. Remember, and he's only got the job on the technicality.
Andy.
Yo, you are nothing.
Yeah, you are nothing. You are a disgrace. Goodbye.
Big up Andy.
Do you know what it is? I think there's outrage on all football teams. Big up. There's even the Chelsea boys. There's all kind of. You are burst.
Lippy, the difference is Arsenal control the culture,
Clip
bro.
that.
That's what it is.
Okay.
You lot control the
We're
culture.
gonna end on that.
Young black boys.
We do. Henry,
That's it. All of
everything.
that. You control the culture. Yeah. You can't-
We're gonna move on. Big up Father Frank.
Big
One
up.
father.
Yeah, this one's Farhan Balapora. And he says, challenge. He set us a challenge. He says, avoid mentioning your club in any way for more than 5 minutes. And in brackets, it's impossible for loons.
To make episodes flow, we're gonna do that soon. For 10 minutes, you're not allowed to talk about your own team. That's gonna be the yellow card segment.
This is crazy.
So we've got Ali Shan 110, Air Max 95s. He said, unpopular opinion. He said, Sir Alex Ferguson was overrated. 2 Champions League in 27 years is an awful return. He didn't even ask us no questions. He just said what he wanted
It's
to
facts.
say.
I agree.
Why is that facts?
Overrated.
I know
It's subjective. I think the league dominance.
Scripts, chat to
What
me, bro.
what's man talking
You
about?
must hate that.
Fam, it's stupid. It's revisionist history. Man go back because they weren't alive. They go on Google, they type in things and they're like, oh, look.
I
At the
was
time,
alive.
yeah, but you're a hater. At the time, when Alex Ferguson came, 1980 something, 1986, 1987, cool. Firstly, to get you out of the ring, between him coming and him winning his first Premier League, Liverpool spent more money than him. So don't try and use the money angle.
Oof.
Secondly,
Money
right?
only got involved in Premier League history.
Secondly, Fergie came in when England weren't even dominant in the league. I think they were banned for a little piece, and then we were slowly allowed back in. In terms of domestic leagues, I think England were behind the Spanish league, the Italian league, the German league for years, and during the whole rise of Manchester United and Fergie's reign. Only when money got involved did English teams start performing and competing in Europe. So you need context. You can't just say Alex Ferguson only wanted, because even him winning those Champions Leagues in the 99, we were underdogs. No one expected us to win. So when City win the Champions League, it's like you were supposed to
They
win
should
it.
have won it a few years before.
Yeah. But when United won the Champions League, no one expected us to win the Champions League. And we won the treble, nobody expected that. Because we weren't splashing loads, and no matter what man try and say, we bought what, who?
Hang about though. Wait,
Dwight York,
you've done really
York
well.
and Stan Collymore, breaking British records.
Let's be real.
Go on.
You did take a lot of the best players from the league. That's what you did do.
Facts.
After... Wait, no, go on, explain, finish the point.
So when there's a good player at a team,
No, don't do good
Try
player.
to take
Let's
them.
name players.
the best Carrick,
When did we get Carrick?
Spurs.
When did we get him?
When did
do
you
we-
get him?
yeah.
When he was at Spurs.
Okay,
Rio.
cool.
Then you got what's that? Then you took Rio, best defender in the league. You took Eric Cantona. He was a top goal scorer,
For
just
like
won the league.
1.7 million,
But
barely
don't
any
record
plays.
at the time.
You can't argue every
You're
player.
hold on.
You said name them.
Hold on. Okay, so what we're doing is we're moving the ball all around.
I
We're
know.
going. No, because listen.
I'm not saying you made it like you was a real underdog. You
No,
like,
but
what,
we were.
poor me.
But you're
lot
talking about
dominated home.
you're talking about acquisitions after 1999.
Keane.
I'm talking about before 1999. I'm talking
Andy
about
Cole, Andy
before-
Cole.
One player. I'm talking about.
Cantona, Dwight York.
I'm talking about. Yeah, but when we bought Cantona,
Sheringham.
how much was Cantona?
It don't matter what.
No, because you can't say no. Stop. Because I'm not gonna turn around and say Klopp only won the Champions League because he was buying Van Dijk's. Because when they came, nobody was rating them. When I'm talking about when Van Dijk came and man were laughing at him, etc. So when you can't look in hindsight and be, oh, United bought all these players because they ended up being as great as they were, because at the time we weren't spending more than the biggest teams. Alex Ferguson was smart in the transfer
Just let me say
window.
my point. Let me say this, please. I swear to you. I hear what you're saying. I just want you to make sure my point is clear. It's not about the expenditure. It's the fact that when a player was to start to do well, and this is not just in the league, youth team, they would go and take all of the best youth
yeah,
players
yeah.
from across the country,
Fact.
and you would clean the league up.
Can we give
And
me a
sometimes you would clean
timeline?
the league
Give me
from
a timeline.
Fergie's time.
No, from
all the way to
from the 80s.
You've been doing that from the youth team. When I was a youth team player in 1993,
Sorry about this, Lippy. One thing. Was Fergie doing that before he won his first Premier League title?
You won the first Premier League the first year, the Prem.
But yeah, that's not an answer to the point. Was Fergie doing everything you're saying he done? Because I'm saying the reason why Fergie done what he done is because of his success. So United became a bigger club because of his success.
He took Beckham from Tottenham, whipped him, stole him before he won the league.
Okay, cool.
End of the show.
Was Beckham even playing? Was Beckham even playing when he won the first Premier League? What are you talking about? Hold on. But so Beckham was the reason that Fergie won the league?
He said youth team.
No, stop. Beckham was the reason Fergie won the league.
Hey, this is unlike you. Yeah, this is unlike you. I've given you clear points here.
This is a terrible point.
Why couldn't you just say? You know what I would have said if I was a United fan? I would have said, why are we only talking about the Champions League? Yeah, and two, that doesn't like make what Fergie done worse.
No,
because he went and bought everyone. Like,
I want to address points.
Yeah, but it don't make it worse.
I want to address points. I don't want to fly over man's point. But the points are terrible.
They did do that though. You should take the best players from the league.
What's wrong
Before
with
he
that,
won
though?
the league, was he doing that?
He done the youth team. He done the youth team
Did
thing,
Beckham
no?
left the league?
But you bought
he
Cantona.
struggled before he won the league.
You bought Cantona to win the league.
No, okay, cool.
That's one.
Cool.
That's one.
That's not what you said. You said buying the best young youth players. Cantona
No.
wasn't
I said not just the best players in the league. You done the best youth players as well. I said double bubble.
So that's why Manchester United won the Premier League.
No.
For the first time.
No. For clarity, one more time. You was doing your speech and it was sounding really, really well, and you lot were sounding like an underdog to the world of Europe. But in the UK, you were bullying everyone, taking their best players, paying them more wages from the youth team and from the league, and that's all I'm saying. If you don't understand that, I don't know. I ain't got no more to say.
A whole heap of players said Dookie didn't say no tactics, have no tactics. He's never told me a tactics in 9 years. It's the question, bro. You can make the question, you can change it, but it's not. I'm answering the question. He's overrated. I've been saying he's overrated. I've been saying Alex Ferguson is a motivator.
You're a hater.
A motivator.
You're a hater.
A motivator is not.
All right, boys. All right.
But did you hear? This is.
He's a motivator.
Let me be.
He is overrated.
Let me just say something. Let me say something quick, innit? I just think 2025 has made us go mad, innit? A good manager is like what Fergie's said and done. What he's done is done. It's not an opinion. Like for me, a good manager is based on the results, innit? It don't matter how you got there. You understand? Like, come on, bro. We're being a bit.
Fam,
we're
the
moving
one
a bit.
point I said was Fergie doing everything you accused him of before he won the league. Your point is he got Cantona and he got Beckham.
Broski, do you know that's the Sky money? He got all of the Sky
Yo,
money,
I'm asking
bro.
Steve-O. I'm asking
There's
Steve-O
more.
before he won the league. Do your
Cleverly.
research and we can come back
All
after.
of it.
Right. So Roy Keane was the best.
Bought him after we won the league.
goal-scoring- No, you didn't.
We did.
You got it from Nottingham
we bought him,
Forest.
we bought him the year after we won the league. Fact.
Maybe.
Go and do your research,
okay.
and then we can have this
Okay,
conversation.
wait.
Because I'm a
One
United
second.
fan.
Don't do the research thing when I done the research and come to you with 1991 Beckham. Allow it. From
Oh,
the
a
youth teams
teenager. He won us the league.
Of Brimsdown.
That doesn't make any
no,
sense.
what I'm saying is you lot it's known, bro. There was gun fingers over there. You lot used
Don't
to
try and
bully
get the
the
crowd on your
league.
side.
They did, though. They did. Look, boom, sit right there.
Those are Arsenal supporters. they're
Anyway,
haters.
come on.
Let me tell you.
The crowd know anyway.
Let me wrap this up.
Go on.
Quickly, we're gonna do the Elanga thing quickly.
Elengo, you smell good, eh?
I'll go. Aye.
Oh,
Jesus
mate, he
Christ,
smells
let's-
amazing.
Let it flow, boys. We're sniffing the shirt. We haven't even spoken about it yet. Jesus. Okay, so
Smell good, eh? Dingo.
quickly, obviously, you know, Filthy, We Bring Fouls, Steve-O, our ex-pro, the pros love him. Would you like to tell us your Elanga story?
I hate the fact that they love him. I'll be honest with you.
Nah,
I love it. I love it.
I hate-
I love that
him,
they
bro.
love Steve.
No, not Elengo.
Steve-O
Not
deserves it,
Elengo. I hate Steve.
Oh, I hate
Steve-O
Steve-O.
deserves the
Yeah,
love.
we played obviously last week we played Nottingham Forest, lost. And I said before the game, I see the boys, I was in the tunnel and I said, look man, go easy on my team. They was like, boy, we can't, right? Anyway, they didn't. He wrapped a goal in. They won 2-1. They played really well. They went and celebrated with their fans clapping, and I was over there as well. And he comes up to me after. I thought, oh, what's going on there? He comes up to me. He went, I sent you a message on Snap when I was 14. I'm still waiting for a reply. I was like, what? Like, obviously, I'm a fan of him. He's a great little player. I was like, I didn't even know him. I said, let me reply now. But we got speaking. He said, yeah, man, he's watches the show. He asked me how the girls was. How's Emma? He said, I've been locked in since I was at school. It was nice to hear, man. But adding on to that, walking around the stadium, so many young kids, footballers, that's across the board, were all screaming Filthy, man. Like, boys, we're still doing our thing. And from ages from young to old, they get it, man. So
No, so let me go. Let me roll. Steve-O's bougie still.
Why?
Steve-O only started talking to me when he found out my brother was a professional footballer.
That's a bit of Steve-O's character still.
That's Steve-O.
Yeah, that's Steve-O.
I used to, but I promise you, God's watching me, but bro, half of the reason why man does what man does is because of Steve-O. Let's keep it a box.
You know what?
Do you get it?
Let's end
And
it.
I used to message him. He gave me the
guys
idea.
are mad,
Bro,
man.
he gave me the idea of being you see, like when you don't snap your missus, like that sort of vibe.
You got it from him
What
only.
privacy? You didn't
Your-
know
your
about privacy.
childhood
No,
was a
I knew
mess.
about privacy, but it's like I don't need. No, don't finish me. Don't finish
Innit,
me.
man?
Don't
Let me
finish
give
me.
him my flowers,
no,
man.
Let me,
What?
let me
Don't
flow.
finish on me.
Let me flow, bro.
Go on. Do your thing.
Cause I'm trying to big him up, but grill him at the same time. You get it? So I'm trying to give him dead flowers. But
Let's go and give him my flowers, bro. Can you? Now, big up you though, bro. Thank you.
I love these stuff. Like a lot of my content come from the big man. He reminds me of a table whore and libertine.
Wow.
Wow.
He only started talking to me when he found out my brother was Mark Boller.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you see?
This one is the last one, boys. This one's from Ash X7897. And he says, or she, what will happen on the 10th year anniversary live show as I want to attend?
We ain't gonna
You know what?
spoil that.
I'll say this, innit? As much as we're not gonna spoil it, a lot of us were part of the first Filthy Live. Amazing night. Got to meet a lot of the fans. Got to feel like superstars. Never forget it. This year, 10th anniversary. You know, I think I can speak for all of us where I say that last couple months or so, it's been a bit. You understand? So to cap it off with a live show, we'd love to see you all there. There's gonna be better gal there.
Come
I
on.
want to let them know that. Listen.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah,
Filthy
100%.
fellas,
Yeah.
we bring gal.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say who they are because it's incriminating. Hackney Empire, Wednesday the 13th of August. You get the tickets from the box, the description box. The description box. It's the box though. Yeah? Patreon. Tell them about the Patreon, man.
Yeah, obviously, if you sign up to the Patreon, you get access to Monday's show 24 hours before, which is Sunday. But yeah, man, you get exclusive content dropping very, very soon, man. So make sure you sign up to the Patreon.
Make
And
sure
also-
you like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Filthy
out.
Filthy